Okay, today's a sunny June 15th, 2022. I'm at Deer Park Station. Gonna catch RS-40, making what supposedly is becoming a more common maneuver going out to Pilgrim. Drop off cars and pick cars up and go west back to Fresh Pond. And he's got a signal on track 1 to head east. And RS-40 is approaching on track 1. Most days RS-40 goes to One World in Lindenhurst. Sometimes he serves a lumber yard in Huntington. But today we get the rare opportunity of seeing go out to Pilgrim. This is just west of the Pineaire yard, a flat switching yard for the New York and Atlantic. It's got the same engines that I saw last night. At least 261 is leading. He was the trailing engine yesterday on RS-80. Very psychedelic concerts with all that graffiti. Oh, how I yearn for the old days. Even the 90s are considered the good old days. And time is 1 o'clock. After a long wait, the power is finally running around his train. He'll be making a reverse move into the siding at Pilgrim 1 to pick up his outbound cars. 268. It's like a bad tooth. And 133 as we wait for RS40 to do some more work. We got train 2050 arriving from New York to Ronkonkoma. He's got M9's. Okay, my chase of RS40 was kind of a flop. Once I saw the power change ends, he coupled onto the west end of his train and he sat and he sat and he sat and he sat. And I waited and waited and waited, nothing. I left, and 15 minutes after I left, he left. So we're continuing later this evening. We're at New Highway, east of Farmingdale on the main line. Get a few MUs and waiting for RS51's power to come in and pick up his cars from Coastal Distribution. Coastal is right across the street here. Very busy road. You see the two main line tracks on the right. Track on the nearest to me is the spur from Lawn to PW. Many years ago, back when I was a kid, they used to turn passenger trains on the Y track here. Only the east leg is open now. 658 approaching westbound is 2065 from Ronkonkoma to New York. We'll be going by here at track speed, which is 80. Got 2076 coming east soon too. Approaching is 2076 Atlantic Terminal, Brooklyn to Ronkonkoma. We're at the north end of Republic Airport. Mostly general aviation traffic. 2078. That was 2078, New York to Ronkonkoma at 7:12. Oh, here's RS51's power. 151 and 402 again, most likely. With this engine has a P01235 horn. It's beautiful. He's gonna throw the switch here. It's gonna pick up one cut of cars. This is the same power that was on RS51 last night. MP15AC, former Long Island, and a GP38-2, former leased engine. CITX. moving east with his first pickup. Corporate jets fly into this airport too. A 2067 from Ronkonkoma to New York coming too. Now he's going to pull down to the east leg of the Y and pick up his coastal distributions batch, his second and final cut. And the conductor's standing by the switch at the east leg of the Y, and he's going to back that cut in and pick up his final cut inside the coastal distribution complex. Don't you love the long days of June? 7:45 and approaching his 2080, New York to Ronkonkoma. His next stop is Y&A. No pine lawn at this hour. When I was a kid back in the 60s, I used to see Fairbanks Moore sea liners pulling 15-car P-54 trains. And he's backing into the complex and cutting into his second cut. When I was a kid, that east leg of the Y, and there was a west leg of the Y here too, I used to watch passenger trains being turned. They used to have 2 trains in the PM rush hour that did that. It was quite a show. Well, here's a remnant of the west leg of the old Y here. They better not be using it. So we got westbound equipment at 8:02. And he's going to be doing track speed, MAS. An M7 show so far. But this is one of those rare places where you can see MU trains flying by railroad crossings on this railroad. In 8:10, the new highway gates are down for 2082, New York Ronkonkoma. This line is very fluid with MUs tonight, and the diesels only add to it. Here we're on the south side of the tracks at New Highway at 8:27. We got westbound 2069, Ronkonkoma to New York. And RS-51 has finished his work at Coastal Distribution. He's sitting on the siding. Before he can run around, he's got to wait for one more westbound. This is an equipment train. The M7's have put on a nice high-speed show for us. All right, the conductor walked to the west of the crossing and lined and locked the switches. And we got the RS51 power making its runaround. Connected to the main line east of here at Lawn Interlocking. He's going to go through the switch at PW and come back coupled to the west end of his contract. Okay, the power is coming back east. The GP38-2 I think has a K3 LA horn. It's pretty loud. And we're at just about the longest day of the year, June 15th. It's 8:42 p.m. Still got enough daylight to see this. Got one more pass. From here we'll head to Farmingdale Station and get him leaving town. Listen to that beautiful horn once again. Okay, approaching Farmingdale. It's 9:05. Is RS51 heading west of Fresh Pond Yard in Queens. They put on a great show at New Highway between the switching and the high-speed MU action. From what I gather, it looked like he has a long train he put together. We'll soon find out. Get to hear that beautiful, from what I've been told, it's a PO1235. It's a horn just like what the Amtrak E60s used to have. Rumor has it that they got this horn on this locomotive from one of those engines. The E60s weren't really great locomotives. They mechanical problems, they swayed, they rocked and rolled, but they were good pullers, and they had those beautiful horns. Cars. Actually, it's quite a typical load for that train. Great action.